But so I had a question or whatever that's just been on my mind for this past
Mm.
week. Do you think it is good to involve family in your marriage?
Mm.
Because
No.
I noticed in I'm not going to say I can only say the black community because that's the only community that I've been a part of.
Right.
But I noticed like that is something that is often done. Like family is involved in the marriage, but it seems like only when things is going wrong.
Go ahead. Hmm.
And I'm like, do you think that that is a good thing?
No.
Should your family be involved in your marriage?
Your family shouldn't be involved in your marriage or your relationships altogether.
Mhm.
Well, to an extent, I don't know. Only because, like, let's say you, and it usually depends on how much you're sharing where your
Mhm.
marriage is concerned, because they can only be involved if you've opened the door for them to be involved. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't
Right.
know the
Yeah.
details, if they don't know the details, then they can't overstep.
Yeah.
You got to give them that open door. But no, because then, like,
And
let's
that's
say
what I
you don't
mean.
talk.
So
Go ahead.
go ahead, because we probably about to say the same scenario
Go
anyway.
ahead.
But let's say, okay, you're married or whatnot, and something happens. I don't know, and you're like talking to me like, yeah, he did this, he said that, da 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 da, blah blah blah, and then, but y'all still end up being together. Y'all fixed it or whatever. So we're
Right.
at this family function, and I'm like looking at him like, uh huh. And at that point, I've chiseled, or a level of respect has been chiseled off
Yeah.
of, you know what I mean? Off of the top. So every
Yeah.
time you're telling me this, I'm losing more and more respect. And now when he's in my presence, I can, I don't care what I say about him. I'm
Right.
disrespecting him. I'm degrading him, and stuff like that. And you're not saying anything. Because like you said, you've opened that door
Yeah.
for me to do that.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what
Hmm.
happens. It's like, oh, well, now I done took them back, but you already done put a bad taste in your family's mouth for this
Hmm.
man.
Yeah.
Like, because you done shared too much,
Right.
you done shared too
And
much.
that's
But then go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
And then it's like some stuff I don't know. I think you got to know, because like with you and I, right? I don't have a
Hmm.
lot of outside friends. So some stuff I would share with you, you know what I'm saying? But you got to know what to share or how to share it. If you're sharing it
Hmm.
like, oh, I'm just totally over this dude, and you really not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you got to know, like if you sharing stuff just to kind of vent versus sharing stuff to really like dog this person,
Hmm.
then you can't be mad when I couldn't be mad at you if you are disrespecting the person I done shared all this crap about.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, keep the family out of it.
And that's what I think.
Talk to
I
a
don't think,
therapist.
right, exactly. Talk to a therapist or an outside person whose opinion and that you trust and that you
Hmm.
respect and stuff like that, that is more so neutral
Yeah,
when
they
it
don't have
comes
no
to
emotional
y'all's
attachment.
relation. Yeah, exactly. That's what that's what I think. And I don't know. I guess I've been looked at a little differently because that's how I feel. Like, no, your family shouldn't be involved, in a marriage. It's just way too much. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be where if something happens between us, uh you're texting my mom and you're texting my
Yeah.
sister and stuff about what's going on and how I
Yeah.
reacted like no. It's just not healthy. I don't think that's grounds for a healthy marriage involving family.
Mm-mm. No. Let's say talk to a therapist. Or like you said,
Hmm.
someone that is neutral and don't have any emotional attachment to you or the other person.
Right.
Like,
Right.
yeah.
Right. I see.
Especially when it
I
comes to a
know.
marriage.
I know
Now
what
what
I be talking about. Okay. Like.
especially when it comes to a marriage, like you have more leniency with it when it's just a relationship. But when it's
Hmm.
a marriage, no, you really like talk to
Yeah.
that person or get a therapist.
Yeah.
Get a therapist. But if it's just like, oh, somebody I'm dating, then yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I agree because it ain't really like. Mm, like, oh, you're dating, so you're kind of just really seeing where this is going. Y'all
Yeah.
have some sort of commitment, but y'all haven't had the big commitment. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Cause you ain't even gonna know my family until, and my family ain't gonna know you for real until there's a
Shit.
serious commitment. You may know of him, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I met this guy, and yeah,
Mhm.
he this, he that. But as far as coming around, like really, really knowing the family,
Mhm.
mm-mm, nope,
Yeah.
not until I know for sure it's a commitment. Because I just know how our family is, you know,
Mhm.
and how our mother is. She just
Yeah. Her mainly. She loves everybody. You're like, settle down. This is a trial run, okay?
you know,
This is a
moved. She called
7-day period.
she called him somebody else name. She did that to me. But I mean, we won't. Me and the guy won't together no more. But she has
Mhm.
seen Brandon and called him Marquise. I was like, that is not the same person.
Lord, ma. Lord have mercy. Got
How
me
is
out
that
here
Marquise?
looking like Shorty from the radio show. Uh, I'm sorry.
Why
This
is
is
that
a
Brandon?
yeah.
Yeah, so keep your family out of it
I
for
agree.
sure.
I
I know
agree.
you would
So what do
anyway.
you do?
So
What do you
secretive.
do when you have a when that is your decision that you've made, but your husband is putting the family in it.
That would be a problem. Definitely, I would have to talk to him. But that's boundaries that I would set before prior.
Mhm.
Now, if it
Okay.
was before this conversation, I probably wouldn't think to set that. But now I'm notating it in my mental. That's a boundary I
Mhm.
need to set. I don't care how much
Mhm.
you love my mama and call her mama.
You're right. Don't involve
Do not
her.
involve her. Do
Mhm.
not involve my family. No, do not involve your
Do not
family.
involve your family. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's a whole nother thing. Now, your family is also looking at me some type of way because who knows how you are telling the story.
Mm-hmm.
You
Because
don't
of
even have
course
to
you're
be
gonna tell it
lying.
based on your perspective.
Exactly. Like and that's what I was saying. You don't even have to be lying. It could just be your perspective of it, your experience of whatever it is that we're
Mm-hmm.
going through. And now your
Exactly.
mama is looking at me like, I knew he shouldn't have married that heifer. I don't need that type of energy.
Right. You
Like,
know how mamas are with their sons too.
yeah. Uh-huh. I knew some. No. Tell your son to shut up. Close his mouth. Stop talking so doggone much. Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, but that
I asked your nephew one time, because I'm just thinking of how I want to be when he does start dating and dating
mhm.
for marriage or whatever. I said, so what would you do if, because it's like a meme or something that had went around on social media, and I asked him, and it was like, if you have your wife in the car and you go and pick your mom up, do your mom sit in the front? Right. So I asked him, I said, what would be your decision? And he was of course, he's on 13, so he was a little stumped. Yeah. I said, your mom, I sit in the back. Your wife sits in the front. I said, now your wife may be the type like, nah, you get in the front. I said, but being who I am, no, I'm gonna sit in the back. You sit in the front with your husband. I said, that's how it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. And I think that is a hard concept to grasp, that when you're married, your spouse, that person becomes priority. And it is really hard to grasp when all your life it's been, or I guess for all my life, it's always been just me and that one parent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then now all my life it's been me and my child. I'm still that one parent. So it's a serious hard concept to grasp when I have to think about putting a man before my child, when literally all my life since he's been here it's been about him. He's been my priority. It's so crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's a serious thing. You have to learn.
Yeah. And I think too, when it's with the one that where it works, when you end up being with the one where it works, it will be easier, I feel. Because me being with somebody where it wasn't working, it was you go before him. No, he was first, which caused me to had to shut stuff down, set the boundaries, put my standards in order. You know what I'm saying? And I had to put him first because it wasn't healthy. But I feel when someone comes across and it is it's going to be easy because it's not really them first. It's y'all then the kids. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Yeah.
And then
go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, and if it's a person who's thinking like you, because when I kind of set on, this concept and thinking about it, and I'm just like, my hesitation or whatever with it when I was just approaching like the whole thought process and everything of that was, well, if a man puts me in a position where I have to choose either him or my son, then you're not it. But if I have a man who won't make me have to make that option or make that choice, then okay, yeah, because it should feel like my son is our son, like that. So yeah, I'm over here growing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just like, well, if it's the right guy, he's not going to put me in that predicament where I have to choose him or my son.
That's why I say it would definitely be. It'll be easy because it won't be we're both putting the children first. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not that you're choosing him over me or vice versa. No, okay, let's work out, see what we need to do. Let's make decisions together for the benefit of us and for the benefit of the children, Right.
Yeah. So what was your question you about to ask?
If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, make sure you hit this link right over here. And don't forget to subscribe by hitting this link right over here so you'll never miss another upload. Bye.